Time to fuel up the truck, go fuel up on some deer. We got the boss baby inside with us. She's gonna make sure everything goes well, and we'll let you know when we get there. All right, guys, we just got to E&L processing, meat and processing here. We just picked up our deer meat here. It totaled up to 41 pounds, so super happy with that. And hopefully we can get that on our dough here within the next couple weeks before the rest kick on and before the bucks start moving. They're actually picking corn across a little bit, and then they pick corn kind of like catty corner to us. So corn are coming off soon, so deer are going to be moving. Should be good. Yep. Originally we was going to set up on this tree line right here, but after seeing that trail, I'm actually going to set up on this little patch of shrubs here. It's just a safer option for right now. That way I can get some observation hunting and see exactly where they're coming in from, because they don't bed in that wetland area right here as much. They actually bed more over there with that group of trees. Actually, pretty board bedded right there, so I know deer bed in there. So I'm gonna put my ground blind behind this shrub, and I'm gonna take everything and I'm gonna zip tie them to the ground blind, so that way it's just a natural brushing. And not only that, but I won't have to cut anything, and so those leaves will still stay alive, or they'll still be green. That way it looks more natural. Alright guys, I got his blind. I don't like that, but it's gonna have to do, because I need to be sitting over this and do observation hunts, because I need to know what's in here. I know you guys are thinking probably, hey, why don't we just buy more trail cameras? Well, yes, that's the easiest thing to do, but there's no reason to not hunt as well. There's no reason to be out here and see what's out here, because I don't want a trail camera to send me a picture of a big buck and me not be there when I could have been there on a good way and possibly shoot it. So yes, probably easier to just set up a trail camera and see what's in there, but I also don't have a lot of tree stands or a saddle system to be able to be mobile this year. I used to have a lone wolf, but I sold it like an idiot because I wanted to get a .75, and I haven't gotten it yet. And I have quite a few things coming up this year, you know, like October 25th I'm getting married, and it's not in the cards right now, so got to do with what you got, what we got here. And honestly, I think this is going to work out fine. It has in the past, but I don't like the background. I wish blind companies would make camo background. If you guys know of any blind companies that make camo background, let me know in the comments, but as far as I know, I can't find any, and it's annoying because why would you do a black background when everything else is camo? You just have a black freaking hollow. Obviously deer, no. So, but anyways, we're gonna make do with what we got. I'm gonna get everything closed up here and get out of here. Hey guys, so it's about 5 o'clock Saturday night. We got done with our little driveway project and decided to come out. Dane just set this blind a couple days ago for us. We were walking
sitting on the original plot that we put in when we first bought this property 15 years ago. About a quarter, maybe a third of an acre clover plot. It's got a few weeds in it, but there's still a lot of clover in it, so we don't have a camera on this one. But it'll be interesting to see what comes. We're really hoping to whack another doe tonight if we can. Unless the big one comes by, we'll go ahead and take that. But yeah, it's great weather. Great to be out here with Dane. Another sit. And I mean, it's always a good night when you're sitting in the deer blind. All right. Hopefully next time we talk, we're tracking a deer. All right. We'll see you. So fun fact. Dane and I were talking after we got done with the first interview. This will be the first time, if I kill tonight, this will be the first deer I've taken off my property since we bought this new property. Now, this property butts up to my father's property, and I've killed deer off of that, but I've never killed off of this property that Angie and I bought 12 years ago. So, yeah, this side of the lens is pretty cool, pretty excited. So, yeah, wish me luck. Guys, it's about 4 o'clock. It's Sunday afternoon. Just got up in the stand with Dane, and we got a good east wind today, so perfect wind for the stand. We'll sit till dark and see what happens. And once again, I'm trying to take my first deer ever off this property that we've had for about 12 years now. So I'm pretty jazzed about the chance of harvesting this with Dane and getting it on camera. So, all right. We'll see you at the track.
Alright guys, it is October 13th and I am currently back in the Ranger, moving these trail cameras around. They're not getting hit like they usually do. So I'm moving them around. Like I said this before, but I only got 2 trail cameras, so I'm making do with what I got. And I'm trying to find a heavily used trail and just set one up. There's corn over here still, and we're just kind of waiting until that comes off because I think they're all bedding in there. And this wetland area here has really grown up really good, so there might be bedding in here as well, running around in here. So, alright, so there's the Ranger, but I went that way and I quickly got right back out because there is actually a lot of bedding in there, and they come down on this trail and go up to the bean plot over here. So I'm gonna hang my camera on this tree right here, and I'll catch them coming in and out of bedding to food. I don't want to go back in there again. I'm kind of waiting for the corn to come off again, but I found a really, really good tree I could go hang in if I need to, but we'll see what's moving back and forth here when I set this trail camera. So we'll get this up and go around to the other side of the property and get the other camera out. Alright, I got the first camera out. I'm hoping I can finally get them on trail camera, but I'm gonna hop back into the Ranger and head to the other side of the property and get another trail camera. But there's bedding all right here, but there's a couple good trees back there. This spot might be good during the rut. This spot might be good for in the rut. I don't know yet. I I just hate that the beddings are right there, so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get to the other spot real quick. Alright guys, we're on the other side of the property. I just found a huge scrape right here. Oh yeah. Right there. It is tore up pretty good. There's a bunch of poop. So I might try to pee right there. I don't know. I don't really have to pee, but there's a bunch of poop right here. There's another scrape. There's a huge trail right there. So I just don't know where to put it. Camera. Oh, really close. I'm trying to be really quiet here. I really want to go farther down, but I think I'm gonna put it right here. On this tree up here more. Having it facing down to that scrape. Because if they're here, they're gonna hit that and go up to the clover plot. There's some poop right here. So this is a huge trail. There's a couple rocks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the trail camera set up here. Alright guys, I just got done setting up the second camera and I am pretty ecstatic to see what's on those two cameras. I just relocated and I'm hoping to I just want to at least see what's coming through. We've been having problems with these cameras not catching everything. Like literally last night when me and Dad were hunting, I was clicking on-demand photos, and looks like you can't see me, but anyways, I was literally clicking on-demand photos, and when they came through, I was getting there were deer on the bean plot or stuff like that, and I noticed too on the new wetland plot that we put in that the lone tree that we have standing, I noticed that there's scrapes all around it. The trail from the bedding to the bean plot, I don't really like that my wind was blowing kind of towards the bedding and into that cornfield, but I did run the Ranger through, so I think they're not really going to care because it's just a machine that was running through. So on Wednesday, it's calling for a 14 degree, it's going to drop 14 degrees from Tuesday to Wednesday. So it's going to be a pretty good cold front, and it's going to be blowing northeast. That's a terrible wind. That blows into both of the bedding. I wonder what in the morning. East, northeast. That's terrible wind. I might not be able to hunt Wednesday, but I don't know. We'll give it a couple days and just let it settle down. This year's just been super weird. We haven't seen, I mean, even in our ag field, like the past couple years, especially last year or 2 years ago when I shot Pretty Boy in 2023, I didn't run a single trail camera and I was able to get him killed on opening day. He was that I mean, they were out there every night, or he was out there every night, and I was able to pattern him without running a trail camera. And like I said, I killed him on opening day. Last year, I ran, I think, one trail camera because I had another trail camera on a different property down south. And I ran one trail camera, and I was able to kill Dane on October 2nd. So, can you kill without trail cameras and running a lot of trail cameras? Absolutely. If you put the work in, and then if you put it in the right spot. But this year, it's just been super weird because, like I said, they haven't been coming out to the ag field a lot, to our ag field, which they usually do because we have all the food, all the water, and all the bedding. And I just think with the corn, there's corn to the north, to the west. There's actually 2 big cornfields to the west of us. And I actually didn't have my trail cameras up, like running especially, throughout the summer going into fall. I just started running them around the end of September, which I have nothing to blame except me for that. But it's just, I think this year's been a super weird year for this property, and I can't quite figure it out yet, but I will. And I said this in my LiftX video, but this year I'm just kind of having fun, and I'm honestly having a blast. It's been really, really fun to record and to bring it out to the YouTube and kind of show you guys what's kind of going on, and just kind of doing a vlog style videos. And like I said, I have been really enjoying it, and I haven't been trying to do all the producing it and editing and all of that, and just kind of doing like these one takes and fails and all of that, just showing you guys the absolute raw footage, absolutely raw. I don't do a lot of editing to these videos, especially on my first vlog. I did not, I don't think I edited one part or, produced it to where it's all edited and cool music and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoy these kind of videos. We have one more day before the vlog number 2 comes out, and tomorrow is going to be a super exciting day, which you guys will get to see, and I am ecstatic to show you that. It should be here around, the UPS truck man comes around 3, so I'm hoping around 3 I'll be able to show you guys. Super exciting, and I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys, it is October 14th, and it is actually 7:00 p.m. And last I left off was moving trail cameras to 2 trail cameras to 2 different spots. And since I've done that, I've only gotten a couple pictures of does going through a scrape line, one of the scrape lines. And I'm hoping, and that was today at around 5:30. So there's just not a lot of action going on right now. I'm hoping with those does coming in that the bucks will follow behind them, but we shall see. So now on to the big reveal that I was telling you guys. It is going to be, just kidding. You're gonna have to stay tuned for the bow build here, hopefully in the next couple weeks. If you guys can read this, go ahead and leave it down, comment down below. But if not, I'll catch you on the next one.